Hey guys, Captain JJB84. I'm gonna try this one more time. I've been at this review for a week now, but every time I've done it, something stupid's happened, so yeah, I'm gonna do the review of Thor, the God of Thunder, and the sound of a hammer. Anyways, Thor is a superhero movie, as if you couldn't tell. It stars Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, Kat Dennings, hold on one second, Thor, film, and I really liked it. Thor is one of those superhero movies I don't really know a lot about. Oh, Anthony Hopkins as well. But this I thought was actually really good. Got an early release in Australia, and it's made 290 million. Let's see. Let's think here. So, Thor follows the story of young Thor. Well, first, there's this Anthony Hopkins, who is Odin, and shows that he was in a war with Jotunheim. A bunch of frost giants. Finally understand Age of Mythology terminology. Anyways, there was a big war, and Odin lost an eye, and then he had two sons. One, well, major spoilers I guess. One, he is actually a small frost giant baby. Well, they're not really frost, well, I guess they are, but it was rather small. And one was a natural son, Thor. And Thor is next in line for the throne, and yeah, we cut to years later. We see Thor played by big Chris Hemsworth, and okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way. Chris Hemsworth is enormous. I mean, there's one scene you see this guy without a shirt on, and Jesus, he's next. I don't see. He's standing next to Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman's like a good 2 feet shorter than him. I mean, yeah, okay. I'll write fan fiction about that later. Anyways, so Thor is about to become king. Loki does some stupid stuff, and his coronation is cancelled. And then Thor's kind of pissed, so he goes to Jotunheim to battle some frost giants, and he takes, excuse me, I farted. He takes a bunch of guys with him. He takes Loki, played by Tom Hiddleston. Hold on. Hemadel, Larfy, Volstagg, and Hogan, and Fandral, and yeah. Anyways, so yeah, and they go there, and we want to battle a bunch of frost giants. Thor's a bit stubborn, so they battle them off. But they're just surrounded. Odin comes and saves them. Odin's pissed at Thor. Oh yeah, they get to this Jotunheim by this cool gate-looking like thing, and guarded by a big black guy, the gatekeeper, and I don't know. Seems rather fitting. No, that seems kind of racist. I don't know. Yeah, big black guy with a big ass sword. Anyways, Odin gets pissed. It's all part of Loki's plan, and so Odin banishes Thor to Earth and takes his hammer and sends it to Earth as well. So yeah, there, Natalie Portman, who plays Jane Foster. Let me get this out of the way. I never actually read the comics. She's a scientist, and she's finding these weird astrological readings, and I just look around, and yeah, she finds Thor, and she actually hits him with her truck, like this big armored truck, and she's eating some goldfish, and yeah, and it's love at first sight. And when Thor was sent to Earth, he's lost all his powers, so then you get a bit of a fish out of water type story. Moving on, And then Natalie Portman gets a bit of trouble with the government, and all her stuff gets taken. But, well, actually, that's a little bit later. But, can't speak today. So, we get Thor back. He was in the hospital, but he got out. And then, distracting. Blah. So yeah, and Thor gets back and he wants to find his hammer, the Mjolnir, or the Mjolnir, I guess that's pronounced. And but it lands on Earth, and a bunch of people think, oh, I'm gonna try to lift this. They can't. So this government thing called Shield forms around it, and they're gonna figure it out how to do with it. Jane figures out that Thor was sent here by a wormhole. Yeah. And then there's one scene. It's very well. This is very well choreographed. Where Thor he finds out where the hammer is. So and the shield built an entire sort of thing around it to analyze it, and he just goes through each and every guard just like without a sweat. I mean, there's one part where he fouls a black guy, but like that's even taken care of. And with a cameo, I honestly mean this as a cameo appearance by Jeremy Renner. Does it fit? No. But he, I think he plays this other guy. I'm not sure who he is, but oh god. But he plays this guy who uses a bow and arrow. So, and Thor tries to lift the hammer, but he can't. So he gets taken by Shield, and then Loki comes to Thor, and he says like, "You're gonna remain here forever. Father died, so I'm now king." So yeah. Then eventually Thor gets out, and he meets Natalie Portman again, and so yeah. But those other people I meant, Falstag and all them, they kind of want Thor back. So, yeah. But, yeah, for that, a lot of Natalie Portman's technological stuff gets taken. Because, the government kind of needs it. But Thor manages to get the most important piece, which is his book. And then Thor explains his origin, and a romance starts. And, Spill.com said that, the romance it worked. Like, there's some actually really good bits where he's explaining kind of where he came from. Saying that, the universe is a tree. So, yeah. Then the next day, all of, Thor's old friends from, Asgard, and I finally understand where that terminology came in from Adventure Quest, and, they visit him. But then Loki gets pissed and sends a big fiery metal thing to come and kill them. Isn't that nice? But, so yeah. He goes there, and Thor almost gets the shit beaten out of him. I mean, he's about to die. Natalie Portman's like, no! But then, Odin comes back to life and sends the hammer and gives the hammer to Thor. Thor gets his powers, beats the thing in a bit. Then Thor's gotta now go to Asgard and take down Loki. And him and Natalie Portman share a quick moment. It's kind of funny. Thor's like, he just kisses her on the head. It's like, I'll see you again. Natalie Portman's like, oh god, give me some of that. So yeah, they go there, and the fight between them, it's good, but I was just hoping a little better. But anyways, we get there, and we battle, and what Loki wants to do, he wants to destroy Jotunheim using the teleporter, and Thor has to stop the teleporter, so he has to destroy it. That means he'll never see Jane Foster ever again. But yeah, this is where it sets up for a sequel. So he destroys it. Loki falls off the edge. And I mean that honestly. So Thor's kind of sad. He'll never see Natalie Portman again. And like, okay, that's pretty sad. Never to be able to see Natalie Portman again. So yeah, the movie, I think is good. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Problems. Kat Dennings is miscasted. Yeah, I mean, hold on. Is her name Kat Dennings even? Hold on. Rose on me. No. Anyways, one of Natalie Portman's assistants. There's Kat Dennings was in Nick and there we go. Was in Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Yeah. And she's just there just to, I don't know, be annoying. But you know, she contributes, I guess. Then there's Eric Selvig, who is kind of this old guy who's just sort of being there. I don't know if he's a father to Natalie Portman. I don't know. Okay, but a lot of things. The acting is actually pretty good. Natalie Portman's performance, you know, she just came off Black Swan. Last movie I saw her in was No Strings Attached, where romantic comedy, not bad. But she's given an alright performance. It's just that she's just a smidge forgettable. Just a smidge. I mean, nothing like bad, but you know, it'd be nice if they a little more exploration into her character. But everything else, pretty good. I'd give this an 8 out of 10. There are a few problems with it. You know, there's that fish out of water humor when Thor lands on Earth, but I can kind of look past that. There are some good lines in this, though. I recommend you go see it. It's a good start to the summer movies. And Loki, he's actually a pretty good villain because he just sort of sits there quietly, waiting for his plan to fall into action. And that's a sign of a good villain. Anthony Hopkins as Odin was pretty good. I mean, here's a guy. Anthony Hopkins is a really good actor. I think, you know, he can turn sort of any role, whether it be good or bad. I think is a good role, and make it, you know, really good. So yeah, gonna give credit to Anthony Hopkins for that. Yeah, that's really all I can say about the movie. So I guess I'll see you next time. Alright, bye. Yeah, 8 out of 10, so everyone can go see it. The 3D wasn't bad either, so see ya.